Mark had always been fascinated by his grandfather, but when he found his grandfather's secret notebook hidden at the back of the closet, he never expected to unravel a dark truth. As he flipped through the pages, Mark's heart sank. His grandfather was a serial killer, responsible for the deaths of countless innocent people from the 1950s to the 80s. Shocked and horrified, Mark couldn't believe what he was reading. He remembered the stories his grandfather used to tell him about his time as a detective. But now Mark realized that those stories were just a cover-up for his true identity. Mark shuddered as he read about the details of each murder, meticulously recorded in his grandfather's neat handwriting. He couldn't believe that this gentle old man, who he had known and loved, was actually a cold-blooded killer. As Mark continued to read, he found a newspaper clipping from the 80s. It was about a detective who had been investigating the serial killer case for years, but had never been able to catch the culprit. The detective was Mark's grandfather. Mark's heart raced as he realized the gravity of the situation. His grandfather had been living a double life, fooling everyone around him, even his own family. But now, the truth was out, and Mark was the only one who knew. Determined to uncover the truth, Mark confronted his grandfather again. This time, he brought his grandmother along, hoping her presence might elicit more honesty. As they sat together in the dimly lit living room, Mark laid out his findings. "Grandpa, I don't think you did this alone," he said, his voice firm. "The handwriting changes. The dates don't match up. Who was helping you?" His grandfather's eyes darted to his wife, and for a moment, Mark saw a silent exchange pass between them. Then, to his shock, his grandmother spoke up. "It was me, Mark," she said softly. "I was the one who carried out all of the killings. Your grandfather was just the driver, making sure I didn't get caught." Stay tuned for part 2.